everyone, it's me, the Lindsay Key. Subscribe, watch my videos. I will be posting things about theater, filmmaking, film, my experience as an actor, inspiration, and alright. So let's get going into this video about my recent New York trip and why I went, and it was really exciting. So stay tuned. I went to Central Park, which was kind of underwhelming. I thought it would be just as beautiful as it was in Enchanted, but like, nope, it wasn't. Yeah, so there's that. I also went to see 4 Broadway shows. One's off Broadway, it's in May. So I saw Dear Evan Hansen, Anastasia, Natasha, Pierre, and the Great Comet of 1812, Bandstand, which 2 of those have already closed. Like, they're both beautiful shows, and I really wish they didn't go. I did do some photography in Dumbo and Central Park near the Lincoln Center and near Juilliard, and I did it with my wonderful roommate, Sarah, who is such a great person and such a great roommate. This was all while I was at Institute of American Musical Theater, brand new school. It's great, and it's in New York City, brand new. It's like in its 2nd year, and it's a great program, has great teachers. Shout out to Mr. Joss and Mr. Prescott for teaching me so many wonderful things. The 2-week intensive for called Broadway Boot Camp. It was wonderful, and we met so many different artists. It's a great experience. The first show that I saw, Bandstand. I rushed it for $49 on a Sunday. Bandstand was a great musical. It had great performers, great dancers, great choreography, well worth Tony Award winning. I'm not so sure about the plot. I felt like it dragged a little bit, and I felt like it was a little cliche. I knew what was gonna happen, but like I didn't want it to happen, and it was like sadness, awesome music, and awesome songs. Oh my gosh, listen to Laura Osmond's Bell. So it was a great show. I think it was gorgeous for what it was, and I do not believe that it should have closed that early. The next show that I saw was Blank the Musical. I got it for $9. Shout out to Emily, my best friend. We saw it at Broadway Comedy Club, and it was great. They had everything on an app, and you would enter a title you wanted, 4 words, or they called it out in the audience. And then on the app, they'd be like, okay, 3 to 4 words. Now vote on the app. And so we all voted on the app. So the thing we got was Crappy Musicians. That was the title of our musical. And then like, some lines of dialogue, and we would all write it down into our app, submit it, and then our techies would choose which ones was the best, and then we'd all vote on the final 4. Then 1 or 2 would be put in there. We voted on some song titles that had to be in there, and then we had to vote on the general note scheme-ish theme of the musical, which they would call, and they'd be like, okay, pick 4 letters between A and G. We did F, G, A, D, which was kind of a dark sounding musical. They did was just magnificent. If you want to see it, like, it's not going to be the same, so you won't see what I saw, but wow, it was just fantastic. I think you should see it. It's $20 if you don't get it on a discount. That's cheaper than a Broadway show, and it's Broadway quality, and it's at 10 p.m. and you don't have to like rush right after dinner. The other show that I saw was Anastasia, and gorgeous. The sets were gorgeous. The projections on the sets were gorgeous. I don't know why this was snubbed for Tony nominations. I don't understand. I don't know what happened this year, because Anastasia was a little too snubbed, okay? It probably smells really bad because I forgot to watch. Costume design deserved the Tony. Anastasia was just as beautiful as the movie was, but better. It felt holes that you saw in the movie were covered, but in a different, more realistic way. I really enjoyed the fact that they replaced Rasputin with Rabin's character. It was more human, and it was more realistic, and his character, he brought so much humanity to it. I think it was the most magnificent, most gorgeous cast. The stage was gorgeous. I highly recommend that you see it. I don't have money to spend $300 or $200 or $150 on every show, so $50 up there, that's great. Next one I saw was with my roommate. We saw it after a last-minute cancellation, and it was for The Great Comet, and this one I'm very, very upset that it had to close so early. I don't understand. That one was gorgeous. Everyone could sing beautifully, everyone could dance beautifully. The lighting was awesome. I don't know if it got Best Lighting Design at Tony's, but it should have, and there was like strobe lighting. I never got like a dumpling or a thing to rattle with. I'm strangely attracted to a gay man who plays Anatole. Like, that was weird. I didn't think I would like this musical. I really opposed to seeing it, and then all of a sudden I was obsessed, and now I understand the hype. At least I got to see it before it closed, so I should be at least grateful for that. The one you all been waiting for. Dear Evan Hansen, we've been way too out of touch. Yes, I saw the hype. Dear Evan Hansen was actually everything I hoped it to be and more. I was a crying mess the second I walked into there. Wow, when you go to the theater alone, I guess people just love you. You know, we're gonna share this experience with you, so let's just be friends. But I did get the cup, which was great, and I haven't washed it yet. Oh, yeah, I haven't washed it yet. I mean, I washed it with water before I put it on a plane, but it still stinks. I didn't get to see Ben Platt. But I saw everybody else in the original cast. It was Michael Lee Brown, and he was phenomenal. I got cancellation tickets because everybody was mad that Ben Platt wasn't there, and I was just happy to have cheaper Dear Evan Hansen tickets near the stage, like about like 3 or 4 rows on the side. It was great for $1.99. It's worth it, guys. It's worth it. I got to see Rachel Bay Jones, and that was my whole entire goal, was to see Rachel Bay Jones because she's amazing to me. I feel like she's so inspiring. Even though I didn't get to see her at stage door, I just had to see her live. Such a beautiful show, so much emotion. But I did relate to Evan because I feel like the majority of us are waving through a window through social media, and we all find it hard as our generation to communicate outside of that. And I got to go to the bagel stores. One other thing that we did is we saw the 9/11 Memorial Museum, and it was so real to be alive during something like that. And then to come back to it in a way when you're older and you understand what happened, it's just tragic. So my roommate and I, we were just so depressed. So we had to do something to cheer us up, and we couldn't afford a show. So I was like, you know what? Let's go watch a movie. Oh, not Dunkirk. That'll just make us even more sad. Let's see Spider-Man Homecoming, because it'll make us feel better about being in New York, because even though 9/11 happened, there's a reason why Come From Away is a musical on Broadway now today, because we can all come from away and we can all become together as people, and we can go look past our differences even in the darkest of times. And that's what that show was about. Even though I didn't get to see it because I didn't have time to go to get the $32 rush tickets, I had class all day. So we went, I told her to see Spider-Man Homecoming because I saw it 3 times already because I'm obsessed, and I'll have another video about that. Saw it and we just felt like it's 10 times better because we just got to see like jokes. You know, Marvel makes fun of itself and Marvel's funny. And Marvel's a great filmmaking, and Tom Holland's great in it, and I convinced her to join in my Tom Holland obsession, and so it was just a great time. I don't think New York has the best pizza. I'm not convinced. Still think Chicago's better. Hate me all you want. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. If you could go ahead and hit subscribe if you haven't already and you would like to. If you could just comment down below about your New York trip, or your favorite Broadway show this season, or how you felt about Dear Evan Hansen, or what you thought about Spider-Man Homecoming, or whatever you would like to put down in there except for mean comments, because they will be deleted or they will be made fun of, or I will make a response video that is very sarcastic and very angry at you. If you want to be called out, fine, go put some mean comments because they help me. So whatever you do, if you like this video, give a thumbs up, or if you want to give it a thumbs down, that's okay too. And if you want to put a good comment down there suggesting about any kind of video you want to see me do, that'll be great, unless if they're really rude. Have a great day. I know I didn't pick this up because it smells like frickin' vinegar. Yep, it smells like vinegar.